Hey there, folks. Welcome to Deep Dive into the fascinating world of animation. Today, we're heading into the Wild West to talk about a hidden gem from the late animated series in 90s.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Miss Jane Canary?
I'll get you, Calamity Jane. Come and get it, Calamity Jane.
The Legend of Calamity Jane. This action-packed animated series brought a fresh perspective to the Western genre, featuring a strong and independent heroine taking on outlaws, injustice, and the untamed frontier, with its unique art style, compelling storytelling, and a bold female lead. The Legend of Calamity Jane had all the makings of a classic, but despite its potential, the show disappeared almost as quickly as it arrived. So, what made this series so special? Why did it fade into obscurity? And why does it still have a cult following today? Let's dive right in and find out. The Legend of Calamity Jane is an animated television series that aired from 1997 to 1998, a unique blend of American and French production that brought a stylized, gritty take on the Wild West to the small screen. Produced by French animation studio Control-E in collaboration with Warner Bros. Animation Gangster Productions Canal+, the show reimagines the historical figure of Martha Jane Canary, better known as Calamity Jane, as a whip-wielding, justice-seeking heroine in a fictionalized Deadwood, South Dakota, set in 1876.
The legend is true. What in tarnation? She's the fastest whip the Wild West has ever seen. Meet Kids WB's newest action all-star, Calamity Jane. And now she's laying down the law and rounding up the dirtiest pack of varmints this side of Outlaw County.
Who you calling dirty?
Yep, the spirit of the Wild West is alive and kicking on Kids WB. There she goes! There she goes! An all-new Calamity Jane this weekend on Kids WB.
The series debuted on the WB's Kids WB block in the United States on September 13, 1997, following. It was heavily promoted as a fresh addition to the Saturday morning lineup, promising a strong female lead in a genre typically dominated by male heroes. However, only 3 episodes aired before it was abruptly pulled, replaced by Superman, the animated series. Warner Bros. Claimed it would return later that season, but it never did in the US internationally. The full 13-episode run aired in countries like France, Canada, Portugal, and the UK, where it found a more appreciative audience. The US cancellation remains unexplained officially, though speculation points to its depictions of gun violence and mature themes like racism.
You haven't thought since you saw the color of their skin.
Oh, thank the Lord. We're saved.
Hush, Lottie. Speak when spoken to.
Sexism and domestic violence clashing with the network's family-friendly expectations. Stylistically, The Legend of Calamity Jane animation series stood out for its European-inspired animation, featuring sharp lines, dynamic action sequences, and a darker, more mature tone compared to typical Western animation at the time, drawing comparisons to contemporaries like Superman, the animated series, and the new Batman Adventures animated series. Its angular, Tim-inspired art style named after animation, Legend brew stim combined with a gritty tone, gave it a sophisticated edge. Directed by Pascal Morelli, the animation featured meticulous details, especially in firearm mechanics, rifles levered, revolvers loaded bullet by bullet, reflecting a level of authenticity rare for its target audience. The process of how Warner Bros. Animation found the voice actress for the role of Calamity Jane in the 1997 animated series involves a notable casting story. Initially, the role was given to Jennifer Jason Leigh, a well-known American actress. She recorded dialogue for the character, and her voice was even used in promotional ads aired on the WB network to hype the show's premiere. However, just 2 weeks before the series was set to debut, the producers made a last-minute decision to recast the role. The exact reason for this switch isn't publicly documented, but it could have been due to creative differences, scheduling conflicts, or a shift in the vision for the character's voice. After deciding to move on from Leigh, the role went to Barbara Scaff, is an American voice actress and voice director in France. She has built a notable career in the entertainment industry, particularly in voice acting for animated series and video games. She's recognized for her work in projects like Detroit Become Human 2018, Heavy Rain 2010, Code Lyoko 2003-2007, showcasing her versatility across different media. Before transitioning to voice acting, she performed as a Broadway actress, which likely honed her skills in character portrayal and vocal performance. Frank Welker, a renowned voice actor known for his versatility and extensive work in animation, was cast as Joe Presto in The Legend of Calamity Jane. Welker was already a well-established figure in the voice acting industry, with iconic roles such as Fred Jones in Scooby-Doo and Megatron in the Transformers under his belt. Welker's experience with diverse character types, ranging from heroic to comedic to villainous, likely made him an ideal fit for the role of Joe Presto, Calamity Jane's loyal sidekick, who often provided both support and levity in the series. Tim Matheson was cast as Captain John O'Rourke. Matheson, already an established actor by the 1990s, with a strong background in both live action and voice acting, was likely chosen for his versatility and recognizable voice. His prior experience in animation, including roles in shows like Johnny Quest, 1964, and Batman, the Animated Series, 1997, made him a fitting candidate for the polite, law-abiding cavalry officer who assists the titular character. There are recurring character roles such as Bill Doolin, voiced by Mark Rolston, John Wesley Hardin, voiced by Robert Patrick, Lonely Sue, voiced by Miriam Flynn, Chaina Walker, voiced by Michael Horse, Zeta, voiced by Candy Milo, and Wild Bill Hickok, voiced by Clancy Brown, also joined the cast, suggesting a deliberate effort to recruit experienced actors with strong vocal presence. The main theme for The Legend of Calamity Jane, 1997 to 1998, was composed by La Belle Équipe. There are two different intro opening for The Legend of Calamity Jane animation series. Original French and European version featured a more dramatic and orchestral score with a darker and more serious tone. It matched the show's mature and action-packed storytelling. North American version is the intro opening for the US and Canadian broadcasts, had a slightly different musical arrangement and editing style. It was designed to appeal more to Western audiences, sometimes with a faster pace and more action-focused scenes. Both versions kept the same overall visual style, showcasing Calamity Jane and her adventures, but the music and presentation were tailored to different audiences. The score blended seamlessly with the show's action-driven plot and moody animation, giving it a distinct flavor that resonated with its cult audience. Its brief US run left it in obscurity for years. considered lost media until fans uploaded VHS rips to YouTube in the 2010s. By 2020, all 13 episodes were recovered in English, and in 2022, a Kickstarter by Comics.tv raised over $24,284 to release a DVD set, marking its first official US home media release. Discotek Media followed with a Blu-ray announcement in 2023, cementing its rediscovery. Reflecting on its legacy, The Legend of Calamity Jane was ahead of its time, a female-led Western with a nuanced take on history and morality, hampered by a mismatch with its initial platform. Its cult status today speaks to its quality and the dedication of fans who kept it alive. Had it aired in a later era or on a different network, it might have thrived. Instead, it remains a hidden gem, a testament to the risks and rewards of pushing boundaries in animation. Thanks you for joining me today as I explored the Legend of Calamity Jane animated series. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content.